What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back with yet another opportunity that is pretty exciting, and I'll get right to it. So, FubuTV, Fubo, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but they went public not too long ago, and for some reason, I am just finding out about this company today. I was talking to a couple friends about it, but again, FuboTV is actually a streaming service that just went public as a trade. They have over 450,000 users as of right now, coming the end of 2020. And some of the things that they have here, looking at their website, you could stream things like NBA TV for me. So for people who are really into sports, I think this is huge. But also they have the things that the conventional cable television services offer: MTV, FX, ESPN. They have this, I think it's BEIN, which is a soccer streaming service. So again, soccer is something that's worldwide, and a lot of people, when they think about companies, especially publicly traded companies, we think about ones in the United States. So again, like things like Amazon, we think about things like, I don't know, Walmart, these big corporations. Again, most of them are confined to more first world countries or things like the US. But when it comes to streaming services, especially something like Fubo TV, this is something we can think about more worldwide. You know, across the Atlantic, we're going down, to maybe African regions, the Middle East, things of that nature. So again, I'm a pretty big fan so far, just looking at their website, of some of the things that they offer. Again, all the news sources. So people like the baby boomers who always want to keep up with the news and TV. They'd probably want something more of the conventional ABC, Fox, NBC, etc. And so yeah, the other thing I was looking at, again, it's like having cable without any of the hassle. That's kind of like their slogan. So comparing prices, $59.99 a month for services through Fubo TV. But then I was looking at things like DirecTV, Dish, cable. It's about $60 a month. I want to say $60 or $70 a month. So again, it is a little cheaper. But the coolest thing that I think that makes this really competitive and potentially going to take over the market is the fact that you can stream all of this live, even on your phone. So for people like myself, millennials, Gen Z, people who are now up and coming, younger individuals, we're more interested in streaming. And again, to set the service up, you just do it online. You don't have to have someone come to your house, set it up on the wall, how they do typical cable, or a big dish that has to go on your roof. This is all just utilizing internet, Wi-Fi, and you can stream. So again, looks like it's compatible with everything, like a Roku, Fire TV, Androids, Apple devices, everything. Even on your, they have a few other things like the Google Chromecast. I know, like, for my parents use the Chromecast, so that's kind of cool. Smart TVs, Xbox, I'm sure PlayStation, other types of devices will also be compatible with Fubo TV. Again, the coolest thing about this company is, as of right now, what people are saying is like, it's as if you're buying Netflix 10 years ago. Now that's pretty big. Just looking at Netflix price action, I think 10 years might be a little bit of a stretch, because if we go back 10 years, it was $9 a share. But looking based off market cap, that's actually somewhat accurate. So Netflix's market cap right now is at $236 billion. From the 10 years back, it's went up 5.8 thousand%. So that's a 58x in price from that price point. Again, being that their market cap is 236 billion, let's compare this to Fubo TV. Fubo TV, its market cap is at 2.65 billion. It's still a pretty teeny tiny company. So looking at it again, if it has potential to reach anywhere near what Netflix's numbers look like, we're looking at 100x in price. So I think that's maybe a little ridiculous. But again, I think at $39.25, maybe it's a little overbought, especially because this week, again, it went through a reverse. I've talked about SPACs quite a bit. It went through a reverse merger. And since it's public offering, it's went up 300%. What have we seen with things that run up this quick? We do see a pullback. So what am I going to do, and what am I looking for? So because of this run up, and it's approaching this $40 mark that a lot of analysts were shooting for and have stated, I'm hoping to see with Fubo TV a pullback to maybe the $30 range, potentially. It might not happen, but again, I think it's still, if we're looking at it as something more longevity of it, and 5-10 years down the line, this is going to be one to buy right now. So for me, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I always give that disclosure. But what am I going to do? I am going to be starting a position with Fubo TV, because I think, again, this is a company that has been around for a long time. I haven't heard of it till more recently. It's been private, but now that it's publicly traded, at its small evaluation and market cap at 2.65 billion relative to Netflix or other streaming services, This has so much potential, and I think it's a no-brainer. And I was looking at other things about cutting the cord, so no cable. A lot of families are switching from cable television to things like Netflix, Hulu, all these streaming services, Disney Plus, the things that we know. And I was looking at just like the previous few years. So cord cutting households, 18.3 million in 2018, 21.9 million in 2019, 25.3, 28.6. It's went up by 10 million households in the last 2 years in projection for 2021. Let's think about that for a second. So if this is the numbers we're seeing, what are we going to see 2022, 2023, and going all the way down? We're just going to see more and more people cutting the cord from cable and going to things like Netflix, Hulu, et cetera, et cetera. But FuboTV might actually be a really good alternative, especially for individuals who want to keep their old streaming services and still watch things, especially like sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, Big Ten Network. You can watch all of those things. It's part of your package deal that comes with the payment that you're doing. And then people say, well, FuboTV is a little overpriced. How much are you paying for Netflix? $10 a month. How much are you paying for Hulu? $10, $15 a month. If it has Disney Plus, $25 a month. So add all those streaming services together, you're paying about $40, $45, $50 a month currently. So switching to something like Fubo that will provide you with, things like it has stars and other things like on demand. So let's go back here. Again, they have a variety of options. They do have even Disney Channel, the things that kids like. But again, as a streaming service, so you can do this from your phone, you can do it at your home, wherever you want to. So guys, again, I always talk about diversification. I think this would be a great addition. It's still within kind of, not really tech, but again, it's a streaming service, so it might be under that tech term or sector. But I think this is truly the future. I can't believe I slept on it, and I wish I would have put you guys on before, but I just really have not heard about it. I didn't even hear about the merger going through, because if I would have definitely been putting in a lot of money into this one before they went public. So it's not too late if we're looking at it as, again, something like a Netflix that has a lot of potential in the long run. And a Motley Fool, again, they're saying, so I'm part of the Motley Fool's, I actually pay monthly just to kind of see what they have on their stock radar, on their watch list, because again, this is my initial exposure to personal finance. So I do respect what they have to offer. And this is one of the things that they mentioned on their watch list as, if you have not invested in FuboTV, you should definitely do so. And so Tom and David, two of the people that I listen to on their, again, those are kind of like financial advisors because that's what they do for a living. They both talked about it, and it seems like they're all about it. So again, what am I telling you guys? Do your own research. Again, try to pay attention to the things that I've mentioned with FuboTV. I really do think that this has a lot of market cap growth. I see a lot of growth potential in 2021, 2022. And even, there's going to be those bears around saying, oh, people were staying home this year. That's why they were watching TV. But no, everyone watches the news. People love watching sports on weekends. The list goes on. Kids always like to watch movies, shows, TV. It's something to have in your household, regardless of if we're quarantined or not. So again, do your own research. Look into this company because I'm a huge fan of it. And again, I've really been putting you guys on plays that I really like and things that I want to add to my portfolio. So as soon as Monday comes, I did not invest, unfortunately, until I made this video. I still haven't, but tomorrow I'm hoping to do so. But again, looking at even the aftermarket today, up a couple percent at 40.29 in the aftermarket. So I will hope to see a dip down. I won't be buying immediately Monday morning, but this is something that I kind of want to do. I want to buy, and then we'll average down if it goes down, but not necessarily average up unless I see a little bit of a pullback. But again, at this current price, I still think it's a steal long term. If you're looking to do swing trades, things like that, maybe hold off till we see more of a pullback. All right. And as always, please do your own research. Try to find more information about FuboTV or any of the things that I've talked about in previous video. And until next time, keep investing.